Hello, this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Good morning, William Beaver. Doing a bit of morning mountain climbing, are we? As you can see, I am going to be joined by William, and I'm also going to be joined by Fizzy Elephant, who doesn't seem to be here yet, but I'm sure he's going to be showing up at some point during the episode, as he so often does. And oh, here he is, right on cue. Hello, well, right after cue, Fizzy Elephant has showed up. Good morning, Fizzy. Right then, let me go and have my morning breakfast. Nom 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 nom. Delicious, Barnaby. You can stand up and you can follow me. Are you trying to get me to follow you, Fizzy? I think Fizzy has something obviously very important to show me, because we're very busy today, Fizzy. We're building a brand new minigame, and oh, is that a glistening melon? Is it glittering melon? What's it called again? Can I have a look? Whoa, what was that? It looked like it just floated into the floor. A glistening melon. Oh, that, to be fair, Fizzy, that was rather marvelous. Thank you very much for showing that to me, Fizzy. Right then, let's move past the small detour and let's go and head to the love garden so I can let you all know who it is that I'm adding to it today. And today, that person is James. And the reason I'm adding James is because he painted this plate for me. And you can see it's got me and, of course, a whole load of cake as well. And I think it looks really cool. And I wanted to say thank you so much, James, for painting it and sending me the picture. And welcome to my love garden. Right then, today we are building at the good morning, William Weaver. We are building right at the very back of the Funland, so we are going to be riding there in the teleporter. Otherwise, we'd spend half the episode just running there. And we're going to be building a very explosive mini game today, and I'm going to go explain in a little bit more detail once we actually get there. But yeah, this is going to be probably my most dangerous minigame that I've built yet. And Sherbet, you can join me in the episode as well. So yeah, I am definitely looking forward to this. Danger is always a thing. And whoa, to see it once in a video is one thing, Fizzy, but to see it twice, now that is absolutely marvelous, Fizzy Elephant. Thank you very much for showing me that again. Right then, let's go down here into my secret base, and then we can hop into the teleporter and head over to where we've been building. And oh, wait a minute, I can see there's a spider just hanging out here in the base. Is it going to attack me? Because it is daytime, but we're under the ground. Is it? I think it was trying to attack me. It was trying to jump up at my kneecaps, but it wasn't it wasn't jumping very high. It wasn't working very well. So Sherbet, do you want to come and stand over here and make a mess of the place? Why don't you on your way? We can go and slide you into the teleporter, and we will be over at the Funland in absolutely no time at all. So let's just go and shut the doorway, press the button, and right, off we go to the Funland. Right then, we should now have just about arrived, and let me show you what I've done so far. So I've not built anything for the game yet, but seeing as the game is going to involve a whole load of TNT, I've decided to build it in the ground a little bit. It should be fine anyway, but my worry is that there's going to be a bunch of TNT that's going to get piled together, and it's going to launch, and it's going to go and end up destroying a bunch of the mini games around here, and that is something that I really want to avoid. So, all right then, let me kind of start building while I explain how the game's going to work. So it's basically it's a destroy the other team's base game is probably the best way I can describe it. So there's going to be 2 end crystals on the other team's base, well, and on your base as well. And the aim of the game is to defend your end crystal while trying to destroy the other team's end crystal at the same time. And the way you defend your end crystal is by trying to blow up the other players, and the way you attack their end crystal is by trying to blow up their end crystal. So yeah, that's going to be basically the way the game is going to work. But the way it's going to work in terms of the TNT is we're going to place a whole load of redstone torches basically under the floor. And what that means is that you can place down yeah, just like that, Fizzy. It means that you can place down the TNT, and it's going to blow up automatically. So you don't need to place the TNT and worry about buttons or levers or any of that stuff. You basically place down the TNT, and then it's just going to automatically blow up because the redstone torches will already be there. And then that means all you need to worry about is kind of where you're going to put the TNT and not how you're going to actually blow up the TNT. So the entire game is pretty much going to be made out of obsidian, because if we built it out of anything other than obsidian, then that means that we'd pretty much have to rebuild the game every time we wanted to play it, because the entire game would get blown up while we're playing it. So the reason I'm using end crystals is two reasons. One, they're actually relatively easy to make. They look really cool, and I've never built one before, and they're pretty easy to make. All you need is like things like a ghast tear and an eye of ender, which aren't the easiest things to get, but you could kind of stockpile a whole load of them if you have like one big trip to the nether. So that's what the objectives to blow up are. Also, there's a really cool kind of mechanic where if you blow up one end crystal and then there's other end crystals nearby, they all get blown up at the same time, which means we can have an end crystal at the top of a tower, and then if you blow up an end crystal at the top of the tower, then the one at the top is going to blow up as well, which just works really well for the way the game is going to work. So you could kind of look up and see, oh, look, looks like their end crystal's still there, but then when it blows up, it kind of blows up the one at the top as well, and then everyone can see which team has been the winner of that round. And it is going to be done by rounds. Once you are taken out, once you have been blown to bits, you are not allowed to come back in the game. So you want to be very cautious and very careful when you're playing, but you can't like kind of just stay back in your base too much, because otherwise the other team's just going to come in and then they're going to destroy your end crystal and you're going to end up losing. So you can see that we've put all of the well, mostly the redstone torches down. I love the look of loads of redstone torches in a row for some reason. I don't know, it just looks really good. Maybe I should use redstone torches for decoration a little bit more in the future. But yeah, they're not here for decoration. They're going to be completely covered up, and they're here for a purpose. So this is going to be the floor here, and then there's going to be walls all the way around here that are going to be 3 blocks high. I think 3 blocks high should be high enough. Hopefully, the rest of my Funland is going to be safe. I hope I'm not going to look back at this moment and regret this, and it's all going to end up going wrong. But I think 3 blocks high should hopefully be high enough for this entire place to be safe. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the floor in here like this. Then we're going to go and start building up the walls as well. But we're not going to build the actual main arena part out of the obsidian. And the reason for that is because obsidian isn't very good to build out of. One, it takes absolutely ages to gather, which is a bit of a downside. And also, if you place it in the wrong area, then that means you have to spend ages destroying it to then go and place it again, and it's just a little bit of a pain to build out of. So what we're going to do is I've already worked out what the layout of the game's going to be, and then I've sent a picture to my helpers as well. So hopefully we're all going to be on the same page and can kind of build the same design, but we're going to build it out of polished andesite. And the only reason we're using this block is because each block really stands out. So say if I kind of have like 4 blocks in a row, you can really easily count them and go, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. But with something like obsidian, it all kind of like blurs together with the texture. So we're going to build out and it's perfect for putting a glistening melon on as well. I don't want to get rid of it now, Fizzy. I'm going to leave you to get rid of that because I don't want to do it because I'm going to feel mean. But yeah, so that's the reason we're going to be building out of that, but we're not going to end up having it with the polished andesite. It is going to end up all being out of obsidian. We're just going to kind of use that to mark it out, basically, just to kind of make it easier for ourselves, and then we can go and change it all over to obsidian when we want to go and actually start playing the game. So let me go and hop up here a little bit, and let me go and start filling in some of the walls, because I do need to try and do that as well. And actually, Taylor, let's pile up a block down here, just so I'm going to be able to jump up, and we don't need to worry about filling in all of the little gaps there. Because no one's going to be able to see that, and we want to save as much of the obsidian as we can, because as I said, it is a little bit awkward to try and gather. And actually, I am going to go and show you where I've been getting most of this obsidian from, because getting obsidian can be difficult, and I have in the past had a lot of trouble trying to gather up a whole load of obsidian. And I think the reason for that was because I was doing it in a really inefficient way, but I've worked out quite a good way to get quite a lot of obsidian, basically just for this game. I needed to gather loads, and I wanted to work out what I kind of considered to be the best way to get a whole load of it. Like, no matter what, it takes a little while, just because of how long it takes to break the blocks. But while my helpers are kind of filling in the rest of the floor and the walls, let me go and very quickly take you to show you the cave which I've been gathering all of this obsidian from. I am going to leave Sherbet sitting down here though, because as you know, to get obsidian, you need lava and dogs don't mix. So I think Sherbet staying there is going to be a good idea. So here we go. You can see right by the game here, I basically found a cave where there's a whole load of lava in, and this lava goes really, really deep as well. So I've been able to use this place for ages. So I can gather up all of my lava. And then over here, simply I have a bunch of little pools of water, and I just go and put it inside all of the lava like that, and it makes the obsidian, and then that way I can just go and gather it up, and it's really easy. So yeah, it's literally that simple. But if you kind of do it with this method, it means that it's just really safe, because in the past I'd gone down and brought up a load of lava and then placed it in water, which just took ages traveling. And then the very first way I tried to get obsidian was by literally getting buckets of water and then throwing them into the obsidian and then trying to gather up the obsidian that way. And it works if it's shallow. Like I think this area here, it's actually quite shallow. So let me, see in this part here, it's shallow, which means I can kind of do this, and then that's going to make a whole load of obsidian, and then gathering that up would be actually really, really easy. But if the lava is kind of any deeper than 1 block, I think the method I just showed you then is going to be the easiest way to do it. And then the other thing is make sure you have efficiency on your pickaxe. Like try and get your levels up, and I think I got efficiency 3 on this pickaxe, and you can see it's actually not taking that long to gather these blocks up. Like if I spent about half an hour doing this method, I reckon I could have quite a few stacks out of obsidian. So if you kind of do it in this method with an efficiency pickaxe, actually building out of obsidian isn't that much of a pain as you might think that it would otherwise be. But as I said, I don't need to worry too much about that today, because as long as the floor and walls are kind of filled in with the obsidian, I don't need to worry too much, because the rest is going to be made out of the andesite, because we're kind of just marking out where the areas are going to be. So yeah, let's not worry about this for too long. I just kind of wanted to show you how to do that, because I know that when I build a minigame, there's a lot of other people that try and build the same minigame or their own versions of it, and I just kind of wanted to make it easier for you to gather up all of the obsidian, because you really do need obsidian in this game, because any other block, even if it's stone or something, still will get blown up if there's a lot of TNT. The only thing you could use, apart from obsidian, is bedrock. So if you built at the game at the very bottom of the world, you can actually use the bedrock, which is already there, but it would mean digging out all of the floor down there, so it probably actually wouldn't be any easier than gathering up the obsidian. And whoa! Blink and you'll miss it. Look at this. I didn't expect to see like the entire thing filled in. That has been some amazing progress. And now Fizzy is dancing around the glistening melon. Right then, let's go and start trying to work out the actual main arena part. So if I start building on this side, and you kind of build the same thing on the opposite side over there, hopefully we're going to be able to work this thing out okay together. So the first thing I need to do is work out the very middle. So is this the middle here? Let me just use these blocks to count along to try and work out the middle. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we got 14 in that direction. Then let's check this side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. Look at that. I love doing that. I love being able to guess the very middle of the area. So what we're going to do then is I'm just going to build the blocks 1 block high. And do you want to build on the... Oh, okay, I think they're just working out the middle for their side, so they don't need to do the same. So, yeah, it is going to be symmetrical. So each base is going to be exactly the same, and that just kind of makes it fair. So I have a picture on my screen with the layout I've worked out. So I'm just going to be basically looking at that to try and work out this section. So I now need to break away the middle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks in. So I'm going to go... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is going to be kind of where the middle of the arena is going to be, and then this is just going to go out a couple blocks here. So then they're going to do the same on the other side, and then that's going to mark the very middle section here, and then the 2 end crystals, the towers, are going to be about here, and then on the other side here. But then this bit is going to be blocking them off, which means that you won't be able to run from one to the other one very quickly. And something else that I haven't really said about is there's going to be a lot of windows as well in the game, because something else that I've noticed in other versions kind of games that are similar to this, where you're kind of blowing people up with TNT, is that like a lot of the time when you can't see where the other players are coming from, it's really difficult to attack them, because like TNT takes a little while to explode, and if you don't know that they're approaching, like often you're kind of too late by the time you actually go and place down your TNT. And so I'm adding like lots of windows so you can kind of see to areas that you you can't actually get to. And then that way, I'm hoping that you're going to be able to go, oh, someone's heading that way. If I place down TNT here, then by the time they get there, I might be able to blow them up. So I think that's going to add a lot more fun as well. So there's going to be another little block in here like this. And then the window for where the end crystal is going to be literally right in that wall there. So I only need to go 1 block high here, but I can go and basically do the same thing on the other side here. You know what? I think we might actually be able to get most of this this maze done today. And if we can, we could actually start replacing it with some TNT. So this wall here needs to go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you do build this game yourself, don't worry about doing it the exact same as I'm doing. Like, you can work out whatever arena you want, but I just recommend not building it with obsidian first, because otherwise that's going to be really difficult. Anyway, so I now need to go out 5 this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's perfect. And then this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this part is going to link up here. And look at this. This links up absolutely perfectly. So you can see how the maze kind of all links up. And then this is going to go and go straight back to the middle. And then there's going to be another section here, which is basically going to make this part a really windy path. So you can see that if you're in the middle here and you're trying to get there, you have to go all the way over here, then all the way back there, all the way back here, avoiding all of the TNT at the same time in order to make your way to that part here. So now all I need to do is the exact same thing on this side over here. So I can kind of just line it up with that side there. So this should go to about here. Is that right? Is this in the same place? Yeah, it should go to here and then start making its way inside there. So let's just go and break that away on that side. And then how far in does this need to go? So this was 5 blocks, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So let's go and do the same on this side here. So that's 4, 5. And then it goes along like this until it gets to this row, and then goes all the way until it's almost at the wall like that. Then I need another bit going down the middle. So you can see kind of, because it's symmetrical, you're basically building the same 4 corners loads and loads of times. So once you've kind of built one corner, you can basically just kind of copy it on all of the other sides and just link it all up that way. So yeah, once you've kind of worked out one bit, you can kind of do all of the other bits easily. So hopefully we are doing this all correct. Then there just needs to be another bit here, which is going to be kind of separating this section. Then this needs to go back there so it lines up. So you can kind of also run through here and then get to here. And you'll see that I'm kind of having the same distance. Basically, all of the paths are basically 2 blocks apart from each other, which kind of is a pretty nice distance. I think 1 block thin is kind of a bit claustrophobic, but if it's any wider, then it's too easy to avoid all of the explosions from the TNT. And so I think this is kind of the perfect distance. And then in the middle here, which I think I might just kind of build anyway with the obsidian, just because I know how it's going to be, there's going to be a little shape here, and then a window in the middle as well. So if I put that obsidian down there, then these are all going to be stacked up, and this is all eventually going to be 3 blocks high as well, which means, like, it's kind of nice when it's 3 blocks high, because you can't see over 3 block high walls, but if you jump, you can kind of just about see over 3 block high walls. So you can kind of just about see each other, and if you go to third person, you can, but it's not easy. It's like a challenge to be able to see that high. So I've basically built 1/2 of the maze now. So Fizzy and William, if you just go and copy that side over there, I might go now and just start filling in some of the obsidian. So fingers crossed this is all actually right and the way it's supposed to be. I think it is, though, because if I start building up the walls, I can also go and start showing you where some of the where some of the windows are going to be, so you can go and see the other players when they're approaching. It's really making me laugh seeing like William and Fizzy just running around looking at everything, trying to work it out. You can almost see their brains working as they're trying to work out this crazy design. I know, I've actually don't have enough obsidian. William, do you have any spare obsidian on you that you could throw me? Because yeah, if you carry on filling in that final corner there, the same as I've done, I'll go and start kind of filling in some of the rest of this area with some of this obsidian. So there is going to be a window here, and the reason for this window means that if I'm here, I can see straight to where the other end crystal is going to be on the other side over there. So that one's a really important one to have. But then again, like, I recommend that if you do build this game, like, don't do exactly the same as me, because I've already done this way. Like, you can, like, if you can't come up with any ideas for a layout, you can do it this way. I did spend a long time kind of working this out and trying to, I don't know, trying to make sure that it's balanced and it's fair, and, you know, it's not too quick to run from one place to the other. But the good thing is, like, this part can be however you want. Like, you could go crazy. You could just go and place random blocks all over the place, and it would still probably make the game pretty fun at the end of the day. So you're probably now starting to get a bit of a better idea of what this game's going to actually look like. Sadly, there's no real way to decorate this game. Like, this game is going to look like a whole load of obsidian. There's not really much else I can do to kind of change that, because everything has to be made out of obsidian. But the good thing about it is that I haven't really built anything out of obsidian in my Funland properly before. So even though it is going to all be mainly one color, I think it is going to stand out compared to the rest of my mini games, just because there's nothing else quite like it here. And then the bases, like where you enter and where there's going to be some beds to sleep to set your spawn, something that's going to be very important, I can kind of decorate there. And then the towers, I can try and make them look cool. Like, the parts that are far away enough from the explosions, that's when I can go and really start decorating. So the colors I'm going to be using are basically TNT colors. So we got the red, and then the white, and then the black as well. They're going to be the colors that the actual bases are going to be made out of. But then all of the middle here is just going to be all of this obsidian. So we might actually be able to get a pretty decent amount of this maze done, and actually filled in with the obsidian. I think the majority of the layout, if not all of it, is already done with the andesite. So tell you what, before we go and put all of the obsidian in, let me go and let me just pile up in the very middle here, and then that way I can kind of look straight down at the design, and then you can see what it looks like from above. And then if you do want to do kind of a similar design, you can see how it works. It's quite a cool pattern, isn't it? I kind of ruined it a little bit by placing down the obsidian. It makes it harder to see, but that is basically what the design is. And William Beaver seems to be having a little bit of trouble down there. No, I don't have a bow and arrow. Sorry, William Beaver, if I had a bow and arrow, I'd be able to help you out there. Looks like he's doing his work, kind of guarding us while we carry on building. So right then, let's go and start trying to add in a little bit more of the obsidian around the area here. Do you have any more spare obsidian on you at all, Fizzy Elephant? So I can go and start replacing some of that, and I can go and start showing you where some of the other windows of the game is. Because if I get one little section of the game, so it's actually filled in with obsidian, and get rid of all of the stone, I can also give you a bit of a demonstration of how it works with the TNT blowing up. And I know you probably know how TNT blows up in Minecraft. There's no big secret about that there and how that's going to work. But it's cool the way that you literally just place the TNT on the floor, and then it just goes and blows up like automatically. Like, there's nothing else that you need to do. There is something just quite cool about that. So all of this area here, there's going to be no windows in this section. This is going to be kind of a bit of an ambush area. So as soon as you might be standing here to guard your base, you kind of don't want anyone to be able to see you, while you're hiding there, because you need to be able to sneak around and try and ambush the other players to be effective. So that's going to be kind of what that area is there for. But this bit is going to have a window on it. So let me just go and place down this obsidian here. I'm being really, really careful to make sure I definitely only place the obsidian in the right place, because otherwise I'm gonna have to go and destroy it all again. But there's gonna be a window kind of in these middle 3 blocks there, so you're going to be able to look through there. And of course, as I say that, I end up placing obsidian in the wrong place. As I say that, look, with an efficiency 3 pickaxe, it takes hardly any time at all to destroy the obsidian, so it's really excuse me, not that much of a problem anyway. So let's go and do this final section here with the obsidian. I give a quick demonstration with the TNT, but then seeing as we've already kind of worked out how the layout is going to be, I can kind of just fill in the rest of the obsidian walls in between this episode and the next episode, which means that in the next episode, we can basically come back in and we can go and just worry about building the rest of the bases and adding the decoration to the area as well, just to make the place look a little bit better. So let's place down this final section here. Let's go and get Sherbet very far away from here, and Minecraft helpers, don't come anywhere close to where I'm going to be, because there's going to be TNT blowing blowing up, just as I said, as a little bit of a demonstration. Seeing as we are building an explosive game, I would feel as ashamed to go through the entire episode without anything blowing up whatsoever. So I've got my myself some TNT here. I don't have much armor on, so I want to be very careful myself when I do this. So yeah, the way it would work, I'd be running around the area like this, and if I see an enemy, I'd just go and place down the TNT. And look at that! It just already goes to blow up. I'd want to back off from it, and then only a few seconds later, it's going to go and explode, and I nearly ran back to it then. But yeah, that's how it works. And you could kind of go crazy and just go boom, 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 but you're only going to have a certain amount of TNT in each game. So you want to choose when do you want to use it. Do you want to kind of throw it all the way down like that? Or do you want to kind of save it up for a little bit later on? And you can even kind of launch the TNT a little bit. So say if I kind of put TNT down like this and then place some there, you can sometimes kind of use one block of TNT to launch the other TNT, a little bit like that. But then that way you can kind of take people off guard. Let me go and try and do that a little bit better. So if I put 2 down there and then 1 there, them 2 should launch the other pit like over in that direction, and then that's a good way to go and to try and attack people at range. Yeah, just like that. So there we go. That's the main part of this game built. As I said, I'm going to go and do the rest of the obsidian in between this episode and the next episode, and then we can come in and yeah, hopefully finish off the rest of the game in the next episode. But for now, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!